Good afternoon, my little moonbeams, and hello. Welcome to Grandma Joe Remembers with Food and Horoscopes. I'm Grandma Joe, your astrologer, and if this week, April 11th to April 17th, is your birthday, then happy birthday. You celebrate a birthday with Leonardo da Vinci. A shout out to happy birthday to Jenny, and I'll see you on Thursday for tea. Happy birthday, Grant. We're taking you out to dinner and a movie. You're going to probably be seeing the new Downton Abbey movie. And happy birthday to Aubrey. I will see you this summer at the lake. This afternoon, I'm having a pastrami sandwich, a hot pastrami sandwich with an antipasto salad and lemonade. But before we eat, we always give thanks. So thank you for we always have good health, good luck, good fortune, and love. We are always grateful, thankful, blessed, and loved. Thank you again. Thank you. Celebrating a birthday this week, you are an Aries. You are a very physical being who hates to wait or be restricted and not about your own business. This year is a real game changer and a time to count your blessings and to love and be loved. People, again, are more important than things, and love and kindness will get you much further in your life than you can even imagine. I have to tell you, love and kindness will bring miracles. For all the rest of us, or for all of us, this week can bring many of us an epiphany. Things that we took for granted may take on a new meaning. You can learn something and you can change. This week is Easter, and any holiday that's dedicated to food is my kind of holiday. When I was growing up, we always got all new clothes. I would get a new dress and new underwear and new gloves, a new hat, perhaps a new coat, patent leather shoes, which I loved, and lace stockings. In the morning of Easter, we would get up in the dark to go to sunrise service, which was always held outside, and sometimes it was kind of cold. And afterwards, we would be invited back to the church for our Easter breakfast, which was always wonderful. There would be pancakes and eggs and sausage and ham and bacon and at least 3 kinds of juices and fruit, and the adults would always have coffee, and we would get chocolate milk. Yes, it was very, very nice. Afterwards, later on in the afternoon, there would be an Easter egg hunt. And most people don't know where an Easter egg hunt came from. And that is hundreds of years old. Because after Fat Friday, you would be in Lent and you would not have any of the sweets, the eggs, and some of the wonderful treats that you would have had earlier, for the simple reason that it would be the end of the winter supplies and spring would just be around the corner, and so you had to conserve. But on Easter morning, the women would send all the children out to find eggs because chickens back then were free range. And the children would be looking for their nests around the yard and around the house. So that is why you have Easter egg hunts at Easter. Some of the most wonderful memories that I have is of something called babka, which is a Polish bread that is absolutely wonderful, and hot cross buns. A funny story, when I was growing up, we could be skating right up until now, and we would go into one of my friend's house whose family was Polish. And they would have all the women, the grandmothers, the mothers, the cousins, the aunts, the friends, anybody who was female was in the house upstairs, and they would help take off our skates and our little wet shoes, or boots, I should say, and put our socks over the stove. And in those days, most people, or at least where I was brought up, had either coal stove or they had a wood stove. And they would come out with hot babka, with slathered in freshly made butter. And we would sit there filling our little faces. And years later, I asked one of the mothers for the recipe, and she gave it to me. I took a look at it, and it was like two dozen eggs and 10, 20 pounds of flour and pounds of raisins and oranges and lemons and sugar. And I had forgotten that why they had all these people in the house to make it is because they made it in the biggest bowl I have ever seen. I often wonder now if it was more like a pan rather than a bowl, because it was huge. Oh, one of the stories of my youth. I don't know if last week I had told you about being in school and practicing in case of a bomb. One of the reasons, now that I know, that they did not have any food in the school was because we were at ground zero. There would have been nothing left of us if a bomb had been sent. Just kind of one of those little, aren't we glad that it didn't happen? Well, thank you for joining me today. I look forward to you seeing me again next week. Please have a wonderful Easter. Eat a piece of chocolate candy or a chocolate bunny or a chocolate egg or some jelly beans for me. And please stay safe, happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise, and we will do the same. And remember, you can always blow kisses from even 6 feet away. Goodbye.